Good evening. Tonight I'd love for you to join me in this calming nighttime stretch. So this is really just kind of a wind down for the day. It's supposed to be just a nice relaxing stretch to cool down that body after the day that you've had and to let your mind kind of turn itself off a little bit. So what I want you to get is a comfy pillow that you can have, your mat, and then turn down the lights so you have a nice melatonin friendly atmosphere. And if you have any special candles that you like to have around that smell good, I lit one and I'm just feeling super relaxed and ready for bed. So when you're ready, we're actually just going to start by lying on our backs with the pillow supporting our necks. So you're going to come all the way down, and I want your knees to be bent. I'm going to get the candle out of the way so I don't burn down the house. It's just there for mood. So your knees are going to be bent, and I want you to just slowly start rocking your knees side to side. You can have your eyes closed here. And this is just massaging out that lower back, giving you a nice little stretch through the hips. You can use your hands to kind of help push you down a little further. And we're going to start increasing that range of motion. So dropping those knees to one side and then to the other. Little windshield wiper here. Feels really nice on the low back. And take it down to one side. Try to get it down and just relax. Don't force it. Just wherever your knees naturally fall, you can bring your arms out to a bit of a T position. Then take your neck to the opposite side. Look the other direction for just a little spinal twist. Now bring it back to the center and roll it to the other side. Same thing here. It's okay if one side is less flexible than the other. I could fall asleep right now. So big weekend. All right, come back to the middle. Now we're gonna do the happy baby. Everyone loves this one. It's kind of goofy. So you can either grab the outsides of your feet here, or if you're not wearing socks, you can grab your big toes. I'm gonna grab the outside of my feet. And you're just gonna open up those hips. You can rock side to side a little on this. I feel like every time I rock side to side on these in a yoga class, I end up falling over and it's embarrassing. So you don't have to rock if you don't want to. It's okay if you fall over too. Nobody's watching you. Again, getting a nice little massage for that spine. Oops, almost fell over again. Also feels nice to have these inverted stretches here where you have your feet above your head. And bring those legs together, point the toes, and go ahead and bring it down. So while we're down here, we're gonna do a few little bridges. You can get the pillow out of the way now if you'd like. So you're lying flat on your back. You're gonna bring your heels close to your glutes, and you're just gonna peel up that pelvis from the floor, kind of leading with your pubic bone. So peeling it up ever so slowly, rolling out that spine, squeezing the glutes until you're in a nice bridge pose here. So this might feel like kind of an activating workout for that butt, which it is a little bit, but it also helps to stretch out those thighs, those hip flexors, and flexing the glutes really helps to get a deeper stretch through the front of the leg. And we're just going to lower it one vertebra at a time. Finally allowing the hips to reach the ground. And we're gonna do that 3 more times, really nice and slow. So peeling up, starting by tucking the pelvis under, slowly drawing it up. Take a few deep breaths here. And lower it back down nice and slow. And let's just do 1 more. So peeling up, tucking and lifting. And back down. Good job, guys. Really controlling the breath this whole time. Calming down that sympathetic nervous system. You can really bring down your heart rate and help calm yourself down, but just breathing deeply. Rocking side to side again here. And while we're already on our backs here, let's go ahead and get a deeper spinal twist from what we started out with. So you're going to take one leg up and just let it fall over to your opposite side, stacking the hips. And if it doesn't reach the ground, that's fine. Put those arms out to a T and look the opposite direction. This should feel really good. I feel a really nice stretch through my pec muscles as well in this T position. And hold it. You can have a bent knee if you prefer. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Bring both the knees to the chest. Send that leg long. And take the opposite leg over to the other side. Feeling the stretch down your obliques, down your IT band, through the pecs here. Staying active, but allowing yourself to relax. And draw the legs back in. Bring the knees to the chest and just rock side to side here. Nice gentle movement. And roll all the way over to one side. And we're going to flip over onto the belly. So first we're going to just start with a little cat-cow. I'm not a yoga instructor, by the way, but I do enjoy yoga. So knees are a little bit about hip width apart here, hands right underneath the shoulders, and we're just going to start by rounding out the spine. So tucking the hips under, tucking the neck under, sucking the belly button in, and then as you blow out your breath, oh wow, I heard a lot of cracks in my back and hips there. We're coming into cow pose. And cat again. And cow. Drop the belly. Let's do 2 more. All right, let's tap those toes together here. Nice wide leg, and we're gonna go back to a wide leg child's pose. I'm gonna use my pillow here even. I'm not really trying to get an amazing stretch right now. I'm not trying to do my deepest child's pose ever. I'm just trying to relax. So using that pillow for some support and comfort. It's comfy. Goal here being winding down. You're not pushing yourself. You're not judging yourself. You don't have to have straight arms here. You could just go make a nice little extra pillow with your hands. not trying to reach all the way back to my heels. I'm just sitting where it feels comfortable for my hips, my shoulders right now. And you're going to go ahead and roll it back up. Again, shifting through those hips a little bit. Just do whatever feels good for you right now. If you feel really tight through the hips, you might want to get a little deeper stretch there. Kind of rocking each hip forward. Now we're going to do a little pigeon pose, so set the pillow to the side. You can come into a quick plank here and bring one of your legs forward. It doesn't have to be parallel to the top of your mat. Just let it relax down wherever feels good for you. Again, I'm going to get my pillow and just slowly come down. Feel a nice stretch through my outer thigh. It's comfy on the pillow. And I'm going to switch sides. So I think everyone knows how important it is to get a good night's rest. Not only does it help you feel better, but it also reduces your risk of developing heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression. There's so many diseases associated with poor sleep and not enough sleep. So it really is important for everybody, even people with really busy jobs, hectic lives, to take that time to sleep. All right, come on up. I'm gonna sit on my pillow now. For a nice little stretch through the backs of my legs. Just reach out to wherever feels good for you. So I actually worked as a sleep researcher for 3 years in 2 different sleep labs. I learned a pretty good amount about sleep, and I've tried to apply some of the things I learned to my own life whenever I'm having a hard time falling asleep or whenever I find myself feeling too stressed or busy to fall asleep well. So I have a few tips to help you get a good night's sleep. So one of the most important things is to make sure you have proper lighting. So your body releases a hormone called melatonin about 2 hours before your natural bedtime. And this hormone works with the rest of your nervous system to tell your body it's time to start winding down and getting ready for bed. But something that suppresses the release of this hormone is light, bright light, especially the blue light that comes from your computers, your phone, and being around light, looking at it, is going to tell your body to stay awake. So what I try to do, and of course it's not always possible because I'm always staring at a computer studying, is make sure that my lighting is dim. I turn down the lights around 9 p.m. I just turned on my lamps, got my Christmas lights up right now, and I try to avoid looking at screens around this time. Again, it's hard. But that's one of the best things you can do to tell your body, hey, it's time to get ready for bed. Another thing is avoiding caffeine too late in the day. Personally, I really don't tolerate caffeine well, so I really avoid it most of the time. But if you are a coffee drinker, the half-life of coffee is about 5 to 6 hours. So you really don't want to be drinking coffee after 3 p.m. unless you want it messing with your sleep cycle. Finally, another thing that's important for good rest, which again is hard, is trying to stick to a regular sleep schedule. So waking up at the same time every day, going to bed at the same time every day. So that's making sure that your circadian rhythm stays in line with your just daily schedule, when you have to wake up, when you have to go to bed. Even on the weekends, that's the hard part. So a lot of times we do catch-up sleep on the weekends, where we get like 6 hours of sleep throughout the week, and then on the weekends we'll stay up till like 2 a.m. and then sleep in until, I don't know, 10, 11. And that's really tough on your body. You can't figure out what's going on. So if you do sleep in on the weekends, try to make it no more than 2 hours off what your normal sleep schedule is. All right, finally, last little thing to wind down here. Feeling calm, but now I'm feeling excited because I'm sharing my knowledge with you guys. Stuff you probably already knew, but it's good to hear. Finally, the last thing we're gonna do is just lie down on the mat. It's kind of like a shavasana. You can either have the pillow behind your head. I really like to put the pillow and line it up at the base of my back, of my sacrum here, so that I elevate my hips a little above the rest of my body, and then stretch out my legs. And to me, that just feels really good. It almost feels like my whole back tenses up at first, and then I have to tell myself to relax. And then eventually I feel this really, really nice stretch in my lower back, and I can really start to feel the tension fade away. So just take the time here, close your eyes. Another thing that's really great is if you have a wall, which I think most people probably have a wall, is putting those legs up against the wall, scooting your butt close up to the wall, just letting the legs sit there, helps drain the lymph, and it just feels really good too. If you don't have a wall, you can just hold your legs up too. I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't have a wall. Shake the head, no. You can kind of shake your head with the movement of your legs. You can be totally still here too. I don't know why I'm just rolling around like an idiot. This feels good. Just do something that feels good and calms you down. Smile. Forget about the day. Try to shut that brain down. Stop thinking about the difference between monocytes and eosinophils. Stop trying to remember the pathway for collagen synthesis. Just let your mind relax and let your body follow. You can stay here for as long as you want. Move this to the bedroom. You can sleep on the floor. Make yourself some nice hot chamomile tea, or have a nice whiskey. Just kidding. It's Sunday night. We don't need whiskey. Alcohol actually disturbs your sleep as well. Sometimes it might seem like alcohol makes you fall asleep really fast. but it actually messes with your sleep cycles, and it's not good. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. If anyone has any questions about how to get a good night's sleep or natural ways to reset your circadian rhythm and help your melatonin come out when it's supposed to, I would love to talk about it. Again, I said I studied sleep for 3 years, and it's something that really does interest me. It seems like it's boring, but it's actually quite fascinating, and it's awesome. So if anyone wants to talk about sleep, send me a message, talk to me at school. We can have a slumber party. All right. Sleep well, guys. Mwah.